Don't ask me what you know is true. Don't have to tell you I love your precious heart. I was standing, you were there. Two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart.
The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Neon Masquerade, a Vampire the Masquerade duet chronicle featuring David Larkins and Desiree Valdez.
We could live for 1,000 years, but if I hurt you, I make wine from your tears. I told you.
Okay, there we go.
So I think the best way to start the session is to ask, do I still have wolf eyes or coyote eyes?
Yeah, because you start every session like that.
Because I asked so many times last time.
You did.
And that was embarrassing. I was embarrassing myself, really. And can you maybe... So anyway, I just think that that's something that I like that's you're kind of keeping from me.
What's that?
The eyes, the coyote eyes.
What am I keeping from you, though?
You're not telling me, like, when they will fade, like, how long that lasts.
No.
Etc.
I gotta have my fun.
Yeah. You gotta get your kick somewhere.
That's right.
So anyway, I was also wondering... well, I just want to make it known that I now have a notebook for this... It's only been like, what, a week since, or 10 days maybe, or 2 weeks? Has it been 2 weeks?
Yeah, it has not. Maybe 2 weeks, yeah. But we're going to start doing this more regularly.
Yeah.
We've set a date.
Well, see, I think saying that makes it actually worse. You should just, like, carry through and do it. You shouldn't tell people. They've actually done studies on people admitting that, what?
Go on. Citing another study, but go on.
They've done studies showing that people who announce some type of goal or intention,
I've heard that,
do not follow through on it if they announce it. But if they just do it and start doing it and incorporating it into their life, then they have a better chance of carrying through with it. So while I want to believe that we will be doing this more regularly, I'm going to just pretend you didn't say that. And
we'll just
go on.
Just do this. Do it.
The song's amazing. Don't talk about it.
Do it.
Anyway. We'll see, but now I want to talk about some things with the game.
Yeah, because you've been talking about it, frankly.
Quite a bit. It's my new obsession, and also one thing I want to say is the whole thing with Christopher Houghton.
Okay.
And how I'm kind of now obsessed with this character, because I think that even though Aaron might be a little freaked out by this. So how old does he look? Like, does he look 17, 18?
No, early adolescent.
Oh, wow.
13, 14.
Oh, weird. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out the best way to play it, because Desiree, myself, I would love to learn more about this character. I would love to see what's up with this person, what happened to them, how old are they really, like, just all that kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But Aaron, on the other hand, is probably not as inquisitive. He has a couple other things on his mind. However, I was saying, I don't know, one of my many diatribes to you about this game that...
Diatribes.
Essentially, I think Aaron is a little flattered by the attention, the fact that Christopher recognized him, and I think that appeals to him on some level, because it's like the semblance of a normal... Like, I'm a normal person. I'm still who I was before all this shit happened. And I think that might appeal to him, but he's a little preoccupied right now.
Yeah.
So I really would like to maintain contact with him on some level, So, because like he's never been to Taste. I mean, I've never seen him at Taste of LA. I don't even know if he'd even bother going there. I'm sure he has his own haunts and things. Obviously, he hangs out in creepy old abandoned houses with Joaquin. So, yeah. All I'm saying is, I really enjoyed that character quite a bit, even in the tiniest amount of time that you got to play him. And I know he's still with us as we start the game. What else? There's other things we talked about pretty thoroughly involving the sexual lives of vampires.
Yes, you were sending me emails
Do they have
asking me about vampire sex.
How much would I have? How many blood points would an erection cost to me? Like, that's my question.
We're not going to go down that road.
Wait, what? Why not?
No, it wouldn't cost you any blood points. Acting in...
Do vampires get boners? Like,
only if they want them.
So how would they experience sex if they have sex according to the book? Okay,
Yeah.
according to the source material.
Yes.
They're saying vampires can have sex, but why would they even want to?
Most as a means to an end. It still feels good. It's
But with
still...
other vampires,
Sure.
it still feels good.
Yeah.
But I thought they don't really feel anything. Like,
Sure. They're not like numb. They still have feelings. Like if a vampire gets shot, it's still like ow. You know. It's just like
if a vampire gets a blowjob, they're still like ooh.
Exactly. Yeah. No. I mean, it doesn't cost you any blood points to ape living things like making your cheeks flush if you don't already have a merit,
Which I have.
Yeah.
Flush of life.
Right.
But I mean, like, I'm not trying to fool a human into boning me. Like,
Right.
that's what I'd have to do to fool a human into boning me, is to feel like a human.
Yes. Make your heart beat.
Exactly. Make breath, like breathing. So
those
like,
don't cause blood points.
but it said it kind of did.
No, it just says you can.
Blood.
It says you can use your blood, but you're not spending blood
It said
points.
spend blood.
All right, let me see here.
I mean, we got to get to the bottom of these vampire blowjobs. That's what I'm trying.
This is important stuff. This is absolutely important stuff.
One other thing, so then, like, why would a vampire want to bang another vampire? Like, what does it mean when... So these are the really intense questions we've had during lunch hours from work when I come home and eat my lunch, and I'm very concerned about these. These are important issues of our time, and
Yeah, you've actually quality of your work has
diminished because I'm too preoccupied.
Your boss is like wants to have meetings with you.
Yeah, why are you going to vampiresex.com? Don't go there. I've never gone there. I don't know anything about that website.
Oh yeah, you know what? You totally just talked yourself into getting homework for the weekend because
What?
Teacher, you forgot to assign homework.
That's
thing.
me. That was so me when I was a kiddo.
Yeah, it says by spending a variable number of blood points,
Ooh.
a vampire may will himself to appear more human for a scene.
For a human.
Flushing his skin, drawing breath, even becoming capable of engaging in sexual intercourse.
Okay, but like, okay, so it would be a boner, blood points for a boner.
Right.
But now, okay, and again, don't talk about it, just do it. But one thing I want to say is, if you wanted to bone another vampire to make yourself more human-like, would that be more appealing to the vampire wanting to get into you? If you made yourself more human-like, would that trigger an attraction from another vampire?
It would depend on the vampire. I'd say vampires with a high humanity rating would respond to that positively.
But wait, but vampires want to eat people. So if you look more person-like, be like, oh, I can eat this. I want to devour or consume this person.
Yeah.
But I know they're a vampire, but they seem like a human. That's really hot to me.
No, because I think the vampire feeding instinct goes more off of you can hear the blood moving through the veins, you can smell it. It's more full sensuals experience.
I get it. It's not the appearance, it's the other.
But yeah, making yourself
senses.
appear more human would be kind of the reverse of sort of gothy people who get off on wearing, dark eyeliner and white face powder to make themselves look a little more corpse-like. It's like, oh, that's so hot. It's like the vampire is like the reverse. Wow, look how flushed his cheeks are. Holy shit. I've got to spend a blood point to make myself wet, that kind of thing.
With blood.
With blood. But nonetheless.
Oh my god. Alright.
Anyway.
Okay, I think we've talked enough about it. It's a little...
Yeah, no, let's do another half hour on it.
It was not a half hour! Great.
Yep.
So
anything else? Any other matters?
Well, I'm really excited. I have 7 experience points so far.
You're banking those, right? You decided?
Yes. Wait, what the heck's a freebie point? I have attributes, abilities, disciplines, backgrounds, virtues, freebie points.
I think that was from character creation.
Oh, why would it be on a character sheet? No. This is type on the character sheet.
Is it really?
So don't start making it like I'm cuckoo crazy.
Yeah, but that's from character creation. See, it's saying attributes 753.
No,
that's what you distribute.
I get it, but
right?
what? No, I understand that part, but.
So it's just saying these are the freebie points that you can spend in different areas at will, basically.
But it makes me wonder, why would you put that on a character sheet permanently?
It's kind of weird. It's an odd call.
Again, I should be designing character sheets. I think I would do a damn good job.
It's unfortunate that there's not like a whole career. You can get into
I don't know about that, but it's called graphic design, I guess. But I think graphic designers do not know how to create character sheets.
No, it's probably
That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to make a statement about it.
Wow, that's controversial.
It's so... Okay, so also, I was reading in the Obsidian Portals materials that we have up on the wiki for this.
Wiki.
Yeah, which is pretty great. So if you all want to read it, look at it, it's pretty exciting and fun. I'm thinking... what surprised me about that was the fact that you were like, there are only 5 vampires in the valley. There's only 59, or about a little under 60 vampires in Los Angeles. I don't believe that. First of all, second, chicken neck.
Yeah.
Second, like, why were there all those vampires at the rant?
There are only like 24 or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it seemed like there was a lot more.
That's a lot of vampires. Would you want to walk into a room with 24 vampires? I don't think so.
Well, if they're having a party and I'm the only human in the room, then...
Yeah. And your idiot vampire friend invited you?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anyway,
that's so funny, because it seemed like there was a lot more.
Sure. And
okay, all right.
Well, it seemed like there were a lot more because up till that point, you'd only ever interacted with like maybe 5 or 6 at a time.
All right. Okay.
Of course, there were ghouls. Yeah, exactly.
So there's more ghouls. That's another thing is... Yeah. Oh, one more question.
Yeah,
one more question.
No.
I am... Okay, and we've yet to explore this, which I cannot wait until we explore the whole infertile vitae thing. Because that is going to be... I'm going to tell you right now, that's going to be its own story unto itself,
probably,
I think.
Probably.
If I last that long. As you said last night, baby vampires are like baby birds.
Yes.
They're very delicate, and who knows what's going to happen.
The odds are really stacked against us. There's a lot of cats out there.
Yes, there are. And so that said, if I have infertile vitae, that means I can't create ghouls either, right?
Oh, that's an excellent question, actually. Let's find out. Let's go to the book.
Let's take a deep, telling look.
Oh my god.
Why not take a deep telling?
What I was going to say as I look this up is the interesting thing.
Yes.
It's really interesting this is your first experience with this world because it's in the anarch-free states, so you're not dealing with all the typical
bullshit
kind of hierarchical, hierarchical stuff. It's much more feudalistic.
It was pointed out elsewhere,
and it's been brought up.
It's been pointed out in comments that the Camarilla are little bunch of catty, gossipy bitches.
Well, they're catty, and it's like you have to go and present yourself before the prince, and
oh no, that's like Twilight level bullshit.
It is. Yeah.
Not that I know very much about the franchise in depth, but what I've seen
from the riff tracks that we've watched,
from what we've seen and observed, it's like what the fuck. And that really wasn't. And I see, because my sensibility about vampires is more on the Anne Rice school of vampires, which I think is pretty much,
which is a huge influence on this game,
massively. Which, and I think because we talked about that, but a little bit in terms of how you become a vampire and what that actually entails, as opposed to how this system kind of glamorizes it, where she completely strips it down to discuss the disgusting reality of all of your humanity leaving your body from various orifices.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's none of that. Things get very lofty in...
How many points is Infertile Vitae?
For a what?
How many points did you note? How many points you got out of it?
Out of Infertile Vitae?
Yeah.
Dude, -5.
-5, thank you.
It's a lot.
Yeah. All right, go on.
So there's this discussion of the vampire, the source of vampires, which occurred in Egypt.
Yeah.
That's where it all started, and so that's fine and dandy, but there really wasn't anything like that. But then she has these new books coming out around Lestat, and they're called Prince Lestat. So I'm like, why that guy got to be a prince? Is my question. Why? What's up with that? And
Bonnie Prince Lestat.
It's getting me wanting to read them, which I don't want to. But I may just read them, and that may be my first probably Kindle book I'd ever read when I think about it. But
okay,
isn't that weird? Because there's one where there's already one that's come out, and there's another one coming out this year, which is Prince Lestat and the Atlantean something. They're gonna get into Atlantis, which she's such a trip. I love her. God love her.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I do appreciate her a great deal, but anyway, I just find that's weird. So I don't know if they've created some hierarchy with Lestat being.
Yeah.
Because he is he is kind of the anti-hero of the whole series.
Sure, of course.
Played indelibly by Tom Cruise in the movie.
Indelibly, I like that. Anyway, so there's that element where you're not being exposed to all the politics,
right?
The hierarchical
stuff.
politics.
Yeah.
Because that was the default setting, and then they expanded it. Oh, here's these other factions. Mm-hmm. Anyway,
what if it happened this way?
The other thing that's interesting to me is that you're there's only 59 vampires in the Los Angeles area. Well, that's actually considered a lot. I know
that's what they were saying.
Yeah,
I remember that from the rant.
Yeah,
it's that. There's too many of us.
There's too many. Yeah.
What the fuck? This seems like there's.
And that's the thing is that in a more typical Camarilla, because basically what happens is that the prince exerts in most cities. The prince will exert some say over creating new vampires.
Yeah.
So if you create one without the prince's permission, you have to keep it on the down low,
and then present the person eventually.
Oh no,
just always down low.
You didn't get permission, so it's
damn.
The prince can totally bust your ass and kick you out of the city along with your child. And so normally the princes are oh no, we've got a dozen, so I'm gonna just declare moratorium for now. It's when the library gets too many book donations. It's just
but wait
no
a
donations
minute.
for the next 2 weeks.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
So if that's the case, did you have more to say about it?
No, go on.
If that's the case, they're trying to control. They're basically trying to do that from afar with Karen. It's just that she happened to do it publicly. It's kind of this little variation on that. That was bad of you to do. You're exiled / dead now.
No, it wasn't that she did it. It's how she did it. She did it on TV.
Know. But I'm just saying it could be also interpreted as a way to control, get rid of the sire and the kin.
I mean, I guess so.
Oh, damn. I thought I was onto something.
No, because that happens all the time.
Cool?
It happens all the time in LA, so...
Yeah, but at the same time, because it was public, like you said, it was public, so therefore it's bad. Okay, I get it. All right. So
not just public, broadcast.
Well,
so anyway.
People got a cheap thrill out of it, I'm sure.
To answer your question.
Did they? Did the ratings go up? Do we know how the ratings were on that show?
You'll have to check. You'll have to check in with the Nielsen board.
I'm kind of
Call up KTLA.
I'm kind of busy right now.
Yeah, it's a little...
It's not my main focus.
Just picturing you at a payphone booth with a handkerchief over the receiver. Oh yeah, could you give me the viewership rating for Mistress Black's Midnight Blood
Halloween,
Feast? Halloween,
Blood Feast.
Anyway.
Oh man! One other thing I'll say is that actually Aaron is 24. He's not 21.
That's
I kept saying
That's
that.
Something you discovered.
I discovered that
during your Talmudic readings of previous material.
Oh my god!
I mean, seriously,
you guys, I needed an outlet. This game has been a great outlet for me, and I'm not ashamed of it. I was not telling the reading of the wiki. All right.
To answer your question.
Oh yeah, the ghouls.
Infertile Vitae says you may not create any childer All those you try to embrace die. However,
God, I can't wait.
However, your
Yeah.
blood can still be used in blood rituals.
What?
Or what are those? Or
Wait, what?
or for any other vampiric needs like making ghouls.
So I can make ghouls.
Well, you have a coyote. You have your ghoul coyote. So
He's not a ghoul.
yeah, he is.
Why? How does he a ghoul?
He's a retainer.
He's a retainer.
You have a dot.
I made him into a...
Yeah, remember when you killed Barkley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
killed Berkeley, but
he, it's a ghoul coyote.
why is he a ghoul? Did I give him some of my blood?
Yes, he had some of your blood.
When? How did he? He just came up to me and licked my hand?
You'll have to go back and re-listen. It's in there.
No,
though.
it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's
It
subtle,
is?
but it's in there.
I believe you.
That's
I
why
believe
he's
you.
always around.
Okay. He's my ghoul. My ghoul coyote. He's gonna live forever. Oh, well, shouldn't I be giving him a little blood so that he...
Yeah.
See, I'm not aware that he's a ghoul, am I?
Well, we can just say that maybe you're realizing it now.
Like, oh, this might be like what a ghoul is.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I should give him some of my blood so he's cool with it. Wait, does the ghouls? So the ghouls just have to have the blood once to be bound. Constant, because remember the whole thing with like being bloodbound.
Well,
with
actually,
vampires?
yeah, no,
After three
once they
times.
have 3, it'll be totally bound. So it'll be a much more loyal.
So will that
Basically, it'll be
increase,
by your side like all the time.
which I can't always have. I can't be a creeper walking around with a coyote.
Tell
all
it
the
to wait outside or whatever. You don't have to go into the dentist's office with it, you know.
Dentist! Oh,
To see Dr.
don't woobify
Hacula.
this shit. No, don't woobify it. I don't go to the goddamn dentist. My teeth are perfect all the time.
Don't wooify it? Is that
Woobify.
Woobify?
You know what that is.
No. I've
It's when
not
people.
encountered that.
It's when people take a villain character and they make them all cute and cuddly and relatable.
Oh, like Plush Cthulhu?
Yeah.
Got it.
All right.
Yeah, a retainer
Is a person.
is different from an ally. So Derek is an ally. All right.
Yeah, I know
So you got
Derek's
a
an
dot and ally.
Yes.
And that's
Yes.
that's immortal, basically.
Right. Until I turn him into a ghoul. Which
Then
I don't want
Then
to.
you would have to pay. Well, actually, I guess you could just transfer the dot over. Yeah, but a retainer. Many retainers are ghouls, but not all ghouls are retainers. No,
No, I get it, I
Many
get it.
retainers are ghouls, or people that have been repeatedly dominated using the dominate discipline. Because
Right.
the more you're dominated, the weaker your resistance becomes.
Right.
Or
Can I be dominated by a vampire?
yes.
Oh shit.
Or
Screwed.
if you have a really high presence discipline, you can have
Right.
people just naturally follow you without really even trying.
One other thing,
Mm-hmm.
generation. What's generation again?
Generation is your number of steps removed from the original vampire, which legend says was the biblical Cain.
Right.
So if Cain was first generation, then you're
I thought that was under generation 8th, but there's a generation background.
the generation is used to buy that up because basically your default is, I believe, 12th generation.
Oh, and I used 3.
Yeah, because
So
of
I should be
Karen.
9th then.
No, it works differently.
Okay, anyway, we don't have to get into that. It's
Yeah,
okay. It's
all
okay.
right.
It's okay. So, it's all right, because it seems like a way more involved conversation than I'm not willing.
3. Wait, 3?
Yeah.
What's your actual generation?
8th.
Yeah, no, that should be 5. Go ahead and put in 2 more dots on that.
Okay.
On that bad boy.
Great. Mm-hmm. Wow, that was painless.
Clerical error.
What about 4 intimidation? I had 2 more points. Okay, never mind. So,
Can I just go ahead and add 5 more dots to
2 protein,
animalism?
please.
Yeah.
Animalism?
Yeah.
Fortitude?
Fortitude, yeah.
All right. So,
Anyway.
what are we doing now?
All right, well.
What are we doing?
What we're doing is we are picking up right where we left off.
Shit. I thought you were going to pick up 2 years later. Everyone's alive.
Not quite ready for
Everyone's
that.
alive and well.
Everyone's a Cronenberg vampire.
No.
Yeah, no, we're picking up right where we left off. So
Snap.
you are sitting in your van. It is
I see the coyote on the
about
curb.
3 a.m.
Yeah, 3 a.m.
coyote-
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
The coyote is sitting on the curb outside of Arrow Hobbies
Arrow
on Santa
Hobbies.
Monica Boulevard.
Yes. I'm in the van with Christopher.
You're in the van with
and
Christopher and Joaquin.
And
So what do you do?
so, okay.
What do you do?
So I'll turn to Christopher, who hasn't stopped staring at me.
That's right.
How do you know she's here?
I have my ways.
So I look in my rear view.
Yeah.
I look in my side mirrors.
Yeah.
Do I see anything weird?
Well, go ahead and give me a roll for that.
Oh shit! Awareness.
Awareness plus perception.
Plus perception. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's 6.
And we'll say it's a well-lit street, Santa Monica Boulevard. So we'll say difficulty 6 on that.
Ooh. Oh, 2.
Those pernicious ones.
No, I didn't have any one.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, you just had 2.
Womp womp.
Yeah, you just see a vagrant kind of shuffling up the sidewalk on the opposite side of the street.
I'm gonna wait till that person passes.
Yeah, they're walking away from you.
Oh, away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walking up towards a liquor store.
Okay. Alright, okay, so, I'm not sure what I'm gonna encounter in there. So if you guys want to come along, it's fine, but you can stay here if you want to.
Well, we came all this way. I'd be ashamed to just sit in the car.
Okay. So, alright, so we get out of the van and walk up to... I parked like across the street.
Okay.
So I'm not like right there.
Okay.
My van's just across the street.
Right. And you're full up on blood points, right?
I am mostly full up. I have 13 blood points.
Out of 15 max.
Out of 15.
Yeah. Okay.
Will that ever increase, like in terms of...
Only if you bought up your only if you increase your generation through diablerie.
I can't believe you said that out loud. It's so offensive.
Yep.
All right, so we get out of the van, and I am physically nervous. I am physically nervous. So I don't know if Aaron's feeling. I think he's excited, but also worried. So we're gonna head We're gonna head to the hobby store now. The front, you said, of like the ground floor is a storefront. Right? Are there lights on upstairs? Like if there's a visible apartment or building above it?
There's windows.
And are they lit?
No.
They're dark.
They're dark.
Is there like a walk around on the side where like there's a little parking in the back?
Let me pull up my Google map here.
Okay.
Alright, so what you've got is me having to reload the page.
Oh.
Alright, so my memory is that it's basically just sitting on a lot. And there it is. Okay, so yeah, basically there's like just parking areas on either side. You know? So
okay.
Yeah.
So I can start walking over there.
Okay. So as you come up on the sidewalk, the coyote gets up, and kind of lopes up and greets you, nuzzles your hand.
Oh, I pet it in like a kind of semi-disconcerted way.
It has sort of mangy fur, a little greasy.
Okay.
So. But it's kind of whimpering a little bit, like it's hungry.
Okay. So I'm gonna like instinctually like cut my wrist.
Okay.
Like pierce my wrist with my fingernail if I can. And,
surprisingly easy.
And I will give it to the coyote.
All right. So deduct a blood points.
Oh. No. What was I expecting?
Yeah, really.
All right.
And it sort of laps up, for 30 seconds as Christopher and Joaquin kind of come up alongside you. They're both, kind of looking at what's happening, but they seem totally
like whatever.
nonplussed.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
And then just as instinctually lift your
I'll
your
lift
arm
it and
away
lick it.
and lick it closed. Yeah.
Weird. All right. So does the coyote look appeased?
Yes. It's
So I'm
sort of
gonna-
panting happily.
All right. I'm gonna look at it and just say thanks, and I'll let you know when I need you.
So the entry to the shop is actually, like you have to kind of walk into the parking area. So.
Okay. So we'll walk in.
All right. So you're at the storefront. It's all dark.
All dark.
What do you do?
I don't have any larceny points, or I have some streetwise. I don't know. I could see if the door could be easily opened. Probably not.
Let's see. So there's a doorway, and then a large, sort of, plate glass. Actually, my mistake. The storefront is on the sidewalk, facing the sidewalk.
Right.
So large plate glass with some shelves displaying a variety of board games, other diversions.
Is there like an employee's entrance? Like if we walk around the building a little bit more?
You could certainly check.
Let's go look.
All right. And I should say that the upper floor windows, there's like Venetian blinds
Okay.
that have been drawn and shut.
But they're dark. It doesn't look
Yeah, you don't
like
see
it's
any light leaking
illuminating,
out,
But
no.
there are those types of curtains there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I walk around the side, and we're just going to say this is the World of Darkness version of Arrow Hobbies. So anyone who's actually been there knows that there's an employee's entrance. Please don't correct me.
Like anyone from LA is listening to this.
Hey, shout out in the comments if you are.
Oh man, that'd be amazing. Be amazing.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, there is a door on the parking lot side. Just saying.
But does it say like employee entrance only?
It's just like a metal
A nondescript
service door. Yeah. There's like a small dumpster next to it.
All right. So I'm gonna check what kind of knob. Like, would I be able to?
There's actually no external knob.
Right.
And no lock.
So I'm going to. I know it seems really obvious, but I'm just gonna lightly tap on it. Just see.
All right.
So.
Oh my god.
So some local dogs start barking.
Really?
I did it a little bit louder than I expected.
That's right.
I had to.
That's right. And
Oh, that's not good. It's bringing attention to.
yep. So some local dogs start barking, and nothing happens. So Christopher says, "Well, if you're wondering, she is in there."
Well, yeah, but she's not going to open the door to us, and I don't want to like blast this door open or whatever if it's going to be.
Oh! Just like wrenching it off the hinges.
I just don't mean like I don't want to make it so that her security is infringed upon or made more vulnerable.
All right,
So I'm gonna whisper into the crack of the door.
No way. He says, "Hold on a second." All right, so he closes his eyes, and then he says, "She'll be down to the front."
What did you do?
I told her you were here.
How?
So he's already walking away, but then in your head you hear his voice like this.
I'll follow him. So is that what is that skill? Presence? Shrug. I'm just curious, that's all. Alright, so I'm kind of amazed, and so I'm like, but then it's overridden with, oh my god, I'm gonna see her. So I follow him.
Alright.
I'm trying not to walk too fast. I want to like run to the door.
Right. Alright, so
Oh my god.
So you come around the front, and like sure enough, you see a light coming on, like a single fluorescent tube flickering on inside the store, and then you see a man actually.
Is it Carl?
Coming up to the door. No, it is a portly gentleman wearing a t-shirt one size too small.
Yeah.
That says Dungeon Master on it. And kind of cheap prescription glasses. Unfashionably hirsute.
Yeah.
And he's got a ring of keys, and so he's just unlocking the bolts on the door.
All right.
And so he unlocks the door, swings it open for you, says, Mistress Black says you can come in.
Okay. So I thank you, and come in. We walk in.
All right. So you enter the store. It's threadbare industrial carpeting on the floor. Yeah. Distinctive mixture of body odor, lingering body odor, and wood pulp. And book binding glue. Yeah. But it also has that air of a shop after closing time. Yeah. That sort of stored commercial energy. Yeah. Waiting for the next day. Right. And so, he just kind of like, indicates for you to walk through, and you see a doorway at the back,
Okay, so I'm going to head over there.
To your left, there's like a back room with some large tables. To your right, there's a set of stairs going up, and it says employees only.
I'm going to go up the stairs.
Okay.
Do I feel like that's the right way to go?
Yes. So you head up the stairs. At the top, there's a long hallway. You can see at the end of it is clearly the storefront. There's a window with the blinds down. And then there's like a couple doors, like 2 doors on your right. And the door closest to you is sort of half open, and you hear from within a familiar voice. Come in, Aaron, darling.
Oh my god. So that, like, if I had blood, that would make my blood boil. Like, I'm so excited to see her. So I walk in.
All right. So you enter, an office space. It's obviously been sort of turned into an ad hoc dwelling, I guess.
And there's no windows.
There is a window, but the blinds are down, and then you can kind of see that through like a little crack between the blinds and the windowsill. It looks like they've papered or covered over the glass otherwise. But there's like sleeping bags rolled out on the floor.
Oh my gosh.
And like some luggage over in the corner.
Oh no, all her luggage.
Is it the luggage like duffel bags?
Okay.
Like, it's not like Prada.
I'm thinking it would have been, but remember I had to get all that luggage. Like, she made this list of all the things that she wanted to have while she was in captivity at Taste of LA. Yep. And so I got those. I mean, we got those to her.
That's right.
But it's not that.
Actually, you do see some of the stuff you fetched.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mixed and matched. But there's a long couch. Yeah. And she's kind of sitting at one end of it with an arm, positioned up on the side of the couch, and her legs kind of stretched out in front of her and crossed at the ankles.
What is she wearing?
And she looks like as flawless as ever.
Oh my god!
Ridiculously, she's like wearing this like taffeta gown, with like a feather boa.
Oh my god!
Around her shoulders.
Oh my god!
Sitting at the other end of the couch is Carl.
Oh.
And then flanking the couch on either side are 2 very muscular gentlemen who you remember seeing around the property when you went out to her mansion. So.
Is one of them the guys that she feeds from? Like,
no.
That guy that she called in that one time?
No. Okay. These look like the guys that were
just outside. Yeah,
kind of working security.
Damn. Yeah, I'm working security for vampires. Like, what the fuck? Are they ghouls?
I don't know if you can tell that on sight or not.
Okay.
If you had Auspex, you probably could.
All right. So, Christopher and Joaquin are downstairs.
They have actually followed you up.
Oh, shit.
So have you stopped in the doorway?
Yeah.
All right. So she says, come in. Bring your friends.
Okay. So this is not what I was picturing at all. So I approach her and I'm just kind of amazed. I'm just standing and looking at her and, how are you?
And she says, I'm doing well. Carl. And she kind of like waves him off, and he stands up and steps off to the side, and she indicates for you to take a seat.
Oh my god, I do.
All right.
Yeah.
She says, "I'm doing well, thank you. Who is this?"
Well, I was looking for you, and these gentlemen told me where you were.
So she kind of cocks an eyebrow as she looks at them, and
this is Christopher Houghton and Joaquin Moretta.
So Christopher steps forward, and she extends a hand. He takes it and kisses the back. And he's like, enchanté.
Oh my god.
Joaquin just nods.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like sizing up the others in the room, you know?
Right.
So she smiles and says, my goodness, how singular. I never thought. A child vampire. How perfectly ghoulish.
Oh my god.
And he's kind of like, yes. He steps back.
Oh.
And so she says, well, how did you know where to find me? And he says, oh, I like to keep tabs on everyone in my city.
Oh my god.
Plus, I'm a big fan of your show. Big fan.
Yes.
We need to get you back on the telly.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Yeah. So I'm agreeing. I'm like, yeah.
So
he really likes your show.
So that she like totally perks up, you know, and she says, "Oh well, yes, I quite agree. Carl and the boys and I have been trying to figure out how we can make that happen. Apparently, there's some people after me.
Have you encountered any of them?
No. I called upon Eddie. He's one of the most active members of my fan club, you know. Mm-hmm. And he gave us this place to stay after we, gave that old drip Salvador the slip.
So, okay. So I'm feeling a combination of, like, I want to tell her everything. Like, I want to tell her, like, they want me to kill you, and, like, they're just using me, and you're posing a threat to, like, everything they believe in, even though we don't believe in it, and there's just so many things, like, I'm like really freaking out. So I don't know if that reads like I'm like increasingly agitated the more she's talking, like as though this is gonna blow over and they're gonna get back on television, and like I'm just freaking out. But I'm trying. I don't know if I'm shaking or if I can exhibit any of that.
Why don't we do?
But why don't you spend 2 blood points and see what happens?
No.
All right.
You've got an acting skill, right?
I have performance.
Mm-hmm. So why don't you roll? How about manipulation plus performance? Since you're trying to put one over on her.
I'm just trying to. Well, what am I trying to? I'm just trying to remain calm.
Yeah, and not betray your.
And not betray, like.
Yeah. Is that your whole dice pool?
No.
Is that all your dice? Oh, there's more over there.
There's way more. Why are you mocking my dice?
And hold on, let me give you a difficulty.
Okay.
So her perception, difficulty 6. No, I just thought you had a lot of dice.
Oh, I do.
Because you're, it's kind of your forte.
Well, 4 plus 2. Manipulation, I only have 2. I'm not a manipulative person, no.
Yeah.
So I have 3 successes.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. All right. So, yeah, no, you're
calm.
You're a raging storm on the inside.
Okay.
But you,
I have a storm.
Yeah, that's right. I have a storm, exactly.
I can maintain my cool.
Uh-huh.
But I'm still like, oh god, what do I tell her? Okay, so what makes you say that Salvador? Why don't you trust Salvador?
Oh, it's not that I don't trust him.
Okay.
He's just so boring.
Well,
he wanted me to stay in a windowless basement all the time. He said my life was in grave danger.
Well, that's
I
true.
can take care of myself.
I I'm sure you can. I don't think he was trying to say that you couldn't.
My loyal coterie was desperate to find me. I had to get back to my fans.
Yeah, but you haven't gotten back on the air.
Well, that's the next step, isn't it?
Well, why haven't you left this place and gone back home?
Well, I have, eyes and ears on the ground, as they say, and apparently there's unmarked vans and black helicopters circling overhead at all hours, and people keeping the property under surveillance. You were there. You know that police raid.
Yes, I was there.
I'm not sure if that's connected to all the rest of this, but
I think it is.
I don't think it's safe to go back just yet. So we're trying to figure out the best way I can do that. I called the station up and told them that I was ill, and so they've just been running reruns. So there's no problem there. But, they can't keep running reruns indefinitely.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm gonna just tell you, you are in grave danger. What you did to me was a really big deal to these people.
To whom? I don't understand.
I told you this already. I told you about this community, of kindred, of vampires that are trying to maintain their lives, as it were, and by you doing what you did to me, you've exposed that, and they take it really seriously.
Yes, apparently they do.
So
how many vampires are there?
I don't know. I don't know how many. I know there have to be at least. See, so this way he has no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know, hundreds? I don't know. But I'm saying that they're powerful and they want you dead.
So she looks over at Christopher and he kind of just gives her yeah, he's right.
He's right? Okay.
So she looks a little shocked, actually. She says, well, obviously I'm deduced that there must be more than just me and that strange woman who made me this way. Oh, it's been such a lonely existence.
I'm going to take her hand.
Yes, thank you. She kind of pats your hand with her other. It's been so lonely. I don't know how to feel. On one hand, it's somewhat reassuring to know that there are others like me. On the other hand, they all want me dead.
Well, I don't want you to die, they say.
Oh, you're too kind. So she kind of strokes the side of your cheek.
All right.
Yeah.
That makes me very happy.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough to spend a blood point on a boner, but it makes me happy nonetheless.
It's going to be the recurring theme, I see. Yep. Okay.
So I take her other hand after she's touched my face.
Yeah.
So I'm holding both of her hands. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I don't think you appreciate how serious this is. I don't know what to do. And I'm just going to tell you that I kind of trail. I don't even know how to say it.
Yeah.
So I kind of trail off.
Yeah. So Christopher, all of a sudden, is like right next to the two of you.
Oh. He's getting all up in.
Yeah. And he says, "This is a most touching scene. It really is." Listen. And he kind of puts his hand on your hand.
I love this kid.
Yeah. Puts his hand on your hand. And sort of pulls your gaze away from Karen's.
Uh-huh.
And he says, "Aaron, I want you to be happy." And I feel a pang of sympathy, Karen, for your plight. Why don't the two of you come back to my haven, and we'll figure it out from there. How does that sound?
Okay, first of all, why does he care about my happiness? He doesn't even know me. And I can understand him feeling sympathetic, I mean, in general. But, like, who is he? Okay, so, do I believe him?
Yeah.
He seems sincere because he has this, like, childish face, like, this childlike demeanor, and so he seems trustworthy.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And he kind of just came out of nowhere.
Yeah. He seems incredibly trustworthy.
Yeah.
In fact, in this room lit by a single fluorescent bulb overhead, in this kind of sterile light, all of a sudden it's almost like he's glowing with his own inner light.
What the heck?
Like he's almost angelic, literally angelic. His golden hair is shining so much that it's actually creating a corona around
little
his
halo.
head. Yeah.
Oh my god. So I look at Karen.
She's completely like gobsmacked.
Yeah.
She just goes, I would follow you anywhere.
I get a little jealous, like envious here, jealous, really.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
If you think it would be appropriate, then let's do that. I can't believe I'm saying it, but it's coming out of my mouth.
These words that I am saying.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Very good then. We'll trouble. What was his name? Ernie.
Who's Ernie?
And she says, "No, it was. I don't even remember anymore." Well, we'll be sure to thank him on the way out for his hospitality. So basically, her, she gives the signal, and her flunkies begin rolling up the sleeping bags and
I'm gonna help.
packing up.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tend to her though. No, I'm gonna stay at her side.
Yeah.
And just like.
So she's kind of clutching both your hands with hers.
Oh.
What?
Just still with him there?
Oh no, he stepped back a little bit.
Okay, all right.
And she says, "Aaron, you simply must help me get back on the air."
Oh God. Well, I think we could.
You know, it's funny.
What?
Only just today I realized Aaron and Karen.
I told you that a couple weeks ago.
I know, but it completely didn't stick. And then I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
I'm glad you joined the party.
Thanks. A little late.
So I'm holding her hands, and I will do everything I can to help you. I'll do anything I can to help you.
All right. So yeah, she's just kind of looking you in the eyes.
I'm gonna kiss her.
Ooh. All right.
Because I don't know what this feeling is, but it's telling me I should kiss her.
And I can't fight this feeling.
No, I'm not fighting any feeling. It's just a feeling that comes up and it says kiss her, you idiot. So I'm like, okay,
kiss her, you dum-dum.
Yeah, exactly. So I will. I'll try.
All right.
She may rebuff me. It'll be embarrassing, but...
Let's have you make a charisma plus expression roll, please.
Ooh.
That's going to be a lot of dice.
4, 7. It's only 7.
All right. Difficulty 5.
Oh.
She's very vulnerable right now.
I'm gross. I'm grosso.
Yeah.
For taking advantage.
Taking advantage.
Ooh, whoa. Wait, what was it? 5?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, wow. Okay. Good. So you move in and
plant one on her.
And plant one on her. Yep. And she, kind of responds in kind.
Oh my God.
Yep. So you share a passionate kiss on the couch. And then
awkwardness about no.
Yeah.
Is it awkward?
No, it's well timed because they're just finishing up their packing, and so she gives you a sort of a soppy smile. And the two of you stand, and you're on your way out.
All right.
So you make your way downstairs.
What am I doing with my life? I think it's going down the stairs.
So as you're heading down, you hear Joaquin talking to Christopher behind you, and he's like, "We should kill the fat man downstairs. He's a trail leading back to you, Christopher."
Oh.
And Christopher says, "You leave that to me. Don't worry."
Again, what am I doing with my life? I'm just happy Karen is okay. Oh my god. These guys.
And so the guy, is like, "Oh, Mistress Black, you're leaving? Oh, okay. Well, when can I get in touch?" And she says, "Oh, just write me a letter, the usual way." Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Well, you'll call me, right?" And she's like, "Oh, certainly. Thank you so much for your hospitality. You're one of my greatest fans, honestly."
Oh my god, this is making me so queasy.
So meanwhile, a couple of the guys are at the front, and one of them kind of gives a little heads-up signal, comes back, and he says, there's a van in the parking lot.
Oh no! I knew it wasn't going to be that easy.
And there's some chick sitting on the bumper.
Alright, I'm going to go look.
It's Irina.
I knew it would be. I know her. So let me go out and talk to her.
Okay, so they nod.
Alright, so I go out. So I squeeze Karen's hand, and then I go off to talk to Irina.
Okay. Alright, so
I walk up, and my hands are out like,
what's up?
What are you doing here? Trying to be charming.
Yeah. So she stands and, puts her hands in the pockets of her biker jacket and flashes you a fangy smile. Mm-hmm. And she says, "You're a hard man to pin down, Aaron Evans. Had my
strictly unintentional.
had my guys out looking for you."
Why?
Well, I wanted to let you know I'm moving on.
Where?
Driving up the coast for a spell. Might go all the way up to Seattle, I'm not sure. Wanted to offer you a lift if you want to get out of here.
Oh, I'm so tempted. So tempted. How dare you? Oh, God. If you had talked to me 5 days ago, I would have totally gone. So I'm going to put my glasses on my forehead, like up on my head, so she can see my eyes.
Yeah. All right.
She's tiny. She's tall. She's small.
Yeah, like 5'2".
She's tiny.
Yeah.
So I'm like a foot taller than her.
Yeah.
So I'm looking down at her, and with my weird eyes. Mm-hmm. And I said, like, if you had asked me 5 days earlier, I would have completely gone with you. But I have to take care of something here.
All right. I understand.
Do you?
I hope you're still around when I come back. I like you.
Oh, what the fuck? I like you too. I'm confused. So I'm kind of speechless. Just being kind of dumb.
So your coyote comes over and she's sort of petting it. She says, "You know what they call gangrel who live in the cities, don't you?"
No.
She kind of looks at your coyote.
Oh, like this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I really didn't. This is my first time really encountering coyotes this close, so.
Yeah, well, you better get used to it.
Why?
You're going to be seeing more of them. They're going to come around. They know their kind when they see it.
Just figure out a way to reach me when you're back. I'll still be here.
All right. It's good to know.
I'm gonna put my glasses back down.
Actually, before you can do that, she reaches up and just kind of nudges your glasses so they just fall back down over your eyes.
Cool.
And and she says, and then she kind of gives you one of these like over her glasses, and she says, "Don't go around scaring people too much with those eyes of yours." And as she says that, her own eyes turn into these sort of bestial eyes for like a second, and then fade back away.
I want to learn how to do that. I'm sick of it.
Cool.
She's so cool. I like her too. take care of yourself, Irina.
She's already walking away. And she says, "You too, Aaron Evans." Hops into the van, fires it up. You step back. She pulls the van out, turns off onto Santa Monica Boulevard, and drives away.
Oh, I swear to God, if it had been 5 days earlier, I totally would have gone with her.
Yep.
Oh. And you better not hold this against me later and be like, I gave you a chance while you had it, and off it drove. I have to take care of Karen.
Mm-hmm. I could have brought her with you. Look at me like that.
Wait!
You're like running down the street, waving your arms. Oh, stop the man!
No, there's no way Karen would have gone.
No, yeah, you would have had to like knock her out.
Yeah,
basically.
no, she wouldn't. She's
would have gone over just as well as Salvador's rescue mission.
Exactly. So,
all right.
I sigh. Mm-hmm. As much as a vampire can sigh. And
sigh.
I just say the word sigh. Sigh.
I must act like human do.
Human. So I am going to head back.
Okay. Well, actually, as you turn around, you see that your party is kind of
waiting,
filtered out of the door once they saw that it was a peaceful encounter.
Okay.
So Christopher kind of nods and says, "All set."
All right. So we're gonna. So do they have vehicles like?
No, they don't actually. They were
what?
Brought here by.
Oh shit! Well, how many people?
Well, you got your van.
I do, but how many people can fit in there and luggage?
Dude, it's a van.
Okay. Okay. So Christopher, Joaquin, Karen, Carl, 2 bodyguards, 6 people.
7 with you.
7 with me.
So
I'm
2
driving.
up front, 5 in the back, and luggage. They're just sitting on the luggage, basically.
Okay.
So
all right. Let's fill it up. Let's do it.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna look. I'm looking at Christopher and Joaquin a little bit suspiciously because of what I heard them say.
Mm-hmm.
Do they look like they have? Did they kill that dude already?
You were only gone for like 3 or 5 minutes.
All right, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, if they did, it was super stealthy of them.
All right.
Like Joaquin's the last one out as he's like turning around, just takes a knife out, like
yeah. I think they would drain him, but
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of looking at both of them slightly suspiciously. I'm gonna have Christopher in the front seat with me.
Okay.
He's the navigator.
Shotgun.
That's what he says?
Yeah.
Because he likes sitting next to me and stuff.
Mm-hmm. But Karen's kind of like sitting between the 2 seats.
Okay, but I don't want her to be visible in the vehicle.
Oh, okay, so you tell her to get back.
So you need to get back. We don't want anyone to see you.
Oh, very well.
I'm sorry. But, okay. So I start the van.
Yep.
It starts up.
Does not explode.
Good.
Nobody cut any lines.
So I check my brakes.
Brakes work.
And off we go.
Okay.
I check my fuel gauge.
Fuel gauge looks good. No tampering.
So I look at Chris. So I turn to Christopher. Mm-hmm. So where are we off to?
Oh, back to the old motor house, eh?
What?
the who with the what now?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do. Wait, what? Oh.
The mansion that we were at earlier.
Yes. Okay. Well, you might have to help me a little bit.
No problem.
To backtrack.
Just turn right here.
Okay. So Christopher. So I feel now I'm gonna start talking to him because they're kind of mumbling in the back, like kind of talking, or are they just dead quiet?
They're mostly just quiet.
So I'm gonna try to make conversation.
Joe Frank's on the radio, so it's all good.
Cool. So, but I'm gonna try to talk to Christopher because he's really intriguing.
Yeah.
So, what did you mean by there that you want my happiness? You don't really know me.
I know you more than you think.
What? Because you can get into my brain? How long have you lived here?
Oh, goodness. What is it, Joaquin? How long? And he goes, 160 years, I think.
What?
He's like, yes, that's right. 160 years. My goodness, how the time flies. You should have seen what a fly-blown little provincial shithole this place was when I got here.
But you've lived here for 160 years.
Yes, that's right.
But you lived somewhere else before that?
I've been around. You can tell, I'm sure. I'm not exactly a native-born American.
Exactly. It's only this accent. Was that British? I'm just trying. I'm teasing
Talk
him a
British
little.
to my kids.
I'm teasing him a little bit.
Yeah, so he just kind of laughs and says, "Yes, it is." But that was a long time ago, very long time ago. Anyway,
Where's your sire?
No idea. No desire to ever run into his face again.
How do you know he's still alive?
I don't.
So after that, it's just like there's nowhere else to go with that conversation.
Pretty much. Way to go.
So, is he still staring at me, or he's like focused on the
once you
road?
mentioned his sire and like his past, he seems to kind of get into a reverie.
Okay.
And he's sort of staring out the window.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Chuckling to himself a couple times.
That's so creepy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Oh yeah, that was about no. All right. What can you do?
Yeah.
Kind of like mother.
Shame how that panned out, but what can you do?
All right, so we get to the murder house.
Yes, you do.
So by this time, it's probably like 4 a.m.
Yes.
Time is of the essence.
Time is of the essence.
So we need to figure out a way. So as I'm talking to Christopher and Joaquin, we have to figure out a way to like. Do you stay here? Do you sleep here during the day, or?
Oh yes, this is our little haven for now.
Well, is there room that we can set up?
Certainly.
All right, so I'm going to work with them to set up spaces for everybody.
Mm-hmm. So you, it was actually that little utility room basement that you broke into the house through.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's windowless, and they can just, block up the door that you came in through, and it's a little glum, but
Yeah, it's
safe.
better than the hobby store.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm gonna find some things to make it nicer, like if there's like a mattress or there's like these old beds.
They've got their sleeping bags, so
they're fine.
They're fine.
Okay.
If you want to find something for yourself.
Yeah, I gotta find a place to sleep. Are there any closets?
Of course. Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna find a closet, a lock-in closet, so that I can make sure, it locks from the inside. No. Really?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think. Most closet doors would open into the closet, so you can block the door.
All right. So I'm gonna find a walk-in. There has to be a walk-in closet.
Oh yeah.
It's what I'm used to. It's where I feel the most comfortable.
Yeah.
There have to be. What I'm picturing is there's like a walk-in closet in the woman, like the woman's side. Mm-hmm. So there might be old clothes there, or
yeah, there are
like furs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make myself a little cushy. Sure. Actually, no. I'm gonna bring. Is there anything nice, or is it all very old?
Well, it's old, but it's only like 20 years old, and it's not. Well,
it's clean.
Actually, 30 years.
30, is it clean?
It's dusty, but, it's not terribly moth-eaten.
Is there any jewelry, or? I'm sure all that stuff's been ransacked.
Yeah. You find some drawers.
I'm just curious what's
that have
in
been,
this closet.
turned out, but...
All right. So I'm going to just check in with Karen before So I find my little closet to sleep in.
Okay. Yeah.
My little furs and stuff. But I'm going to bring her one.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure the person had multiple furs.
Oh, yes.
So I'm going to bring her one. Okay. Just a little cozier.
Uh-huh. So she's downstairs with the others and says, "Oh, Erin, there you are. What's that you have?"
Oh, I just thought you might want this just to make your sleeping situation a little more comfortable.
Oh, you're too kind. You're just too kind. So she gives you a little kiss.
Oh. Uh-oh. Now I feel weird.
And she says, it's very thoughtful of you, but I actually, about 20 years back, discovered a nifty little trick. And so she stands back, and basically the floor of this basement is just, packed earth.
Yeah.
So she stands back and she says, I'll see you tomorrow night, Aaron. And before your very eyes, she just sinks down into the earth like she's in quicksand. And she's kind of smiling at you all the way.
That's so weird.
Then the earth just kind of goes up over her head.
So I look around the room with these guys.
They're just like Carl's just like unfurling his sleeping bag like nothing happened,
How does she know when to come out? Like,
how do you?
I don't know.
Wait, how do you? He was German after all.
Oh, I said that out loud?
Yeah.
And then Carl responds?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like looking at him like, shrug. And then and then I'll leave. Okay, that's weird. So I'm gonna check in with Christopher and Joaquin too. So
all right.
Where do you guys like bunker down?
So they actually stay in another sort of sub basement room, windowless room.
Now I'm starting to think like, how many windowless rooms does this place have? A lot?
No, just those two really.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So I have to be in this closet.
Yeah.
All right, so I just see them. So I want to thank them. I want to thank them both.
Okay. So Joaquin just and but Christopher's like, no, thank you. It'd be nice to have a few folks around here. It gets awfully lonely just having Joaquin to talk to. Only kidding, Joaquin.
Yeah. Sorry for bringing up the past.
Don't even mention it. And you get like this extremely strong compulsion to never mention it again.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah. Like literally do not mention it. It was just like when Muhammad's like, I'm not gonna forget that or whatever he says to me, but not in a threatening way, just this like.
Here, let's see. Let's see how well he pulls that off, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just see here.
He can't be all powerful.
Yeah, I'm getting into mind's eye theater stuff here.
He's pretty.
Let's do rock, paper, scissors. Find out how well he does that.
Mm-hmm.
Too many disciplines. Too many disciplines.
No. Because no, and that's a really old.
Yeah, I know.
That's very, very.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I'm aware.
Okay. That's one crowns. No.
Well, considering how few disciplines they hand out and allow you to have, it's ridiculous that they have like so many. Don't you think?
Well, this because this is like the omnibus edition.
Well, all right, but then I thought about all the different clans.
Yes.
And there's so many different specialties.
I think in the like if you look at the original rulebook, which I have on the shelf over there, it's like I don't know, maybe half the size of this book. Because originally it was just like the 7 clans of the Camarilla. And so I think there were like 7 disciplines.
Yeah. But now there's like...
Yeah.
Alright, it's all good. I'm not complaining. I just want to learn about the other clans, but I don't want to spoil myself, so...
Well, eventually you will have to if we ever want to play this again at certain levels, but...
Oh yeah, no, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
But then they'll be like, why didn't Aaron know about it? If only he'd known.
The power!
I should have drank some of Marina's blood.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I didn't want to...
Just trying to blood bond yourself to as many people as possible?
I've blood bonded myself to no one, thank you.
Apart from Karen.
Not Karen. Well, she's my sire, but that's it. I haven't drunk her blood.
Well, I guess not technical blood
and
bond.
Then also the coyote. The coyote's the only one I'm blood bonded to, really, at this point.
It's true.
How much blood is that coyote gonna need? So I'm thinking all these things as I'm falling asleep. Like,
oh God.
So did the coyote show up at the house? Oh, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, wait.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The coyote would have actually been in the van with you. I forgot to mention that.
What?
Yeah, it came with you.
Oh.
Yeah, hopped up into the back of the van.
Okay. Damn, I had a really cool idea.
Oh, well, what is it?
Closing
You can retcon it. That's fine.
Well, okay, but I want to wait. What were we finding out?
Just how he can.
Oh, how well he. Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Like,
go on.
Bitch, you're not my sire. You can't tell me what to do.
Anyway, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say one of my final things, like since I'm up above ground,
Yes.
I could be peeking out one of the windows, like kind of seeing. Again, I'm kind of always testing to see how long I can stand sun exposure, even the tiniest little rays, just to see how long. And then at that point, I would see the coyote loping up to the house.
Okay, I like that.
And coming into the yard.
That's cool. Yeah.
But I want to see how long I can stay to see. No, I don't want to see the sun, obviously, because it's going to fill me with dread. But I want to see how much of the light I could see before I completely freak out and can't stand it anymore.
Alrighty.
So it's a constant theme for me.
Okay. So pushing that envelope.
I like to do that, yeah. Because I know I can't trust myself to wake up early enough to see the sun going down.
Yeah.
But I know I can stay up until I can't possibly stand the light.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm wondering and then I'm thinking like, oh, I should be able to condition myself, like, to withstand it, you know? But I can't because it's this overwhelming urge as I've experienced.
Yes.
But I'm still thinking, I'm in denial. I'm thinking I can condition myself to withstand a certain level of sunlight.
Yeah.
But I know I won't be able to.
Right.
So is it like a near dark thing? If I got a little bit of sun on my hand, it would like light up, catch on fire?
It definitely causes damage.
Or blood points and stuff.
Well, no, it causes actual damage.
Oh shit! Wait, where do I document that? Health.
Your health. Yeah. It causes what's called aggravated damage.
So I've bruised, hurt, injured, wounded, mauled, crippled, incapacitated. Alright, anyway. So she didn't want a fur. So I'm walking upstairs with the fur.
Yeah.
Thinking about all these things. I'm looking out so then I put the fur down in my closet area.
Yep.
And so I go to the closest window.
Okay.
And I peek behind the curtain to see how light it is outside.
Okay.
So there's a dim. It's very, very dim. I mean, it's like barely. It's like right before it turns like a light, like a light navy blue. Okay. So the stars are still out.
Yep.
But I can't see any. But I know they're out there.
That's right.
Is the moon? The moon is waning.
Yes.
So
wait. Let me see
setting.
here. Actually, the moon was full on the 13th.
I know.
So yes, it is waning. Yes, quite right.
So the moon is waning. So I see the moon going down. So the reflected light from the sun and the moon doesn't bother me.
No.
The moonlight doesn't bother me.
Moonlight's fine. What is your current willpower points?
I'm trying to paint a picture here.
Yeah, I know.
Willpower points are I've used 3, so I have 2.
Fuck.
How can I build those up? When can I build those up again?
Wow. All right, you get them. You get them back. Oh my goodness.
What is he? Am I his little bitch now?
Oh my little bitch. Jesus Christ.
What did the
11 successes.
How many?
Alright, so
I will never mention that again.
You will never mention that again.
It's like part of my ethos now.
Basically.
It's like my personal
change your nature to never mention Christopher.
My personal one of my code of ethics is never mention Christopher Sire to him ever again.
Exactly.
For the rest of my unlife.
Exactly.
Alright, I'm gonna write this down somewhere.
Yeah. It's a code of ethics.
It pretty much is. It's part of my convictions and conscience and never 11. How many dice does he have? 16? Never mention.
Alright, so your pool replenishes fully at the end of a story.
Okay. Wow, I've burnt through those a little bit.
Yes, you did.
Because we're like in the middle of the story.
And
really at the beginning of it.
I did invoke you regain 1 willpower each night when you first rise. rule. Mm-hmm. So remember to restore that. So when you mark off a blood point, give yourself a willpower point. Just connect those two things in your mind. You know.
All right. Well, then I'm going to gain another one. So I'm taking one from before.
Yeah.
And then when we wake up again, I'm going to lose a blood point and increase a willpower.
Yes.
Again. So I'm taking 2.
Yep.
Utah.
So, yeah, since it's a...
All right.
Since it's a duet.
Yeesh. Okay.
All right. So anyway, and then also you gain willpower when you act in accordance with your nature.
Okay, wait. Let me look. Visionary,
exactly. So, like when you were like promoting Breaking the Masquerade, I remember you got some willpower back for that.
I might get back into that because trust me, I'm thinking of a harebrained scheme.
Oh,
Big
shit.
shock. Guess what? That's the music that's happening as I'm looking at the curtain waiting for the sun to come up so I can run away and hide.
Right. So speaking of that, give me a courage roll.
See, this is part of my courage.
Right.
So, I mean, you saying I have to use my courage, like I'm a courageous...
Yeah.
Right? So...
Wait, what's part of your courage?
Virtues. So under virtues is courage. I have 4 points in courage that I have to play up.
You're a very courageous person.
So this is part of my courage is trying to see how much sun I can withstand.
Okay, so we're gonna say it is difficulty 6 initially.
Okay. Just courage, straight up courage.
Just straight up courage.
Oh wow. That was not a botch.
Well, what did you
I have no
roll?
Successes and a 1.
That's a botch.
Wow.
So you start.
I love it.
You start to see the sky is turning gray, like a kind of a slate gray against the marine layer that came in overnight.
Yeah.
And like you can't even see Dawn's rosy fingers or anything like that. But you're just like, oh. You start thinking about it, and you're like, well, if I sit here too long, the sun might come up, and all it'll take is just a little sliver of the sun, and I'm toast. You're like, shit! And so you basically power walk back to your closet, slam the door,
Curl up with my furs.
Curl up with your furs.
And just cry myself to sleep again.
Just
you and me furs.
Yeah.
So in the process of thinking about it, I'm thinking about a lot of different things, and I'm thinking, how can we get Karen back on the air? There has to be a way we can do it. Mm-hmm. There has to be a way that she can include me, and it'll be a major fuck you to many, many people, and also on par with trying my grand plan with Leon and building his trust and exposing the Masquerade. Because here's the thing. If I expose the Masquerade, I expose way more people.
Yeah.
And it won't just be on me. Everybody's gonna be fucking revealed.
It won't just be on you, except in all future vampire textbooks. It's gonna be a fucking picture of you. with a very rude caption underneath.
This fucker.
Yeah, this is...
Look at this asshole.
19.3. This fucker.
Ruiner. My sister likes you.
Oh my god. Yeah.
You ruiner. Mm-hmm. No, but this way, vampire textbooks. They go to this little vampire academy and god.
It's way too YA.
Ugh. Anyway.
We'll play Monster Hearts next.
So, but I'm thinking if I reveal everything, then it's gonna alert everybody. And so there might be vampires coming after me, but they may be worried about their own skin so much that they're not going to focus on me anymore. And I'm the least, we're the least of their worries because we've already exposed it.
Boy, so Karen really is a bad influence on you. As soon as you come back into her orbit.
We're a pair of jokers and both of us are wild. Wait, what is Stampy? Wait, oh shit. There's just something that Bart says,
Yeah, he says he and Stampy are a pair of jokers.
Yeah, well, he says that, but there's another... Sorry, I sound like an old lady right now, but there's some other thing that he says that...
That one Simpsons from 20 years ago.
Something like he does what he wants to do, or something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
We're a pair of jokers and both of us are wild. So, I want to get I want to save Karen. I don't want to have to. Oh shit. Okay. Don't talk about it. Do it.
Okay.
But at the same time,
Yeah.
I haven't thought this through. But here's my idea.
Okay. Oh my god.
I'm unhinged now. I'm wondering.
You're unhinged now.
I'm trying to figure out the best way to. Oh my god. Alright, pause. Just pause so I can talk it through.
Are you sure you don't want to? You don't want to record it?
Okay.
It's okay. It's part of the process.
So you know how Karen embraced me on national television?
Yeah.
What if I diablerized her on national television? Or listen.
Wow, that is fiendish.
Listen to me. I'm not evil.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'm
Hitler,
good bad.
go on.
I'm good bad, but I'm not evil.
Okay. Sure.
But what I'm thinking of doing is telling Louis and Petrodon and all those fucks, hey fuckers, I got a pair of balls that I'm not using.
And both of them are wild.
I'm not. That I'm not using blood plates to spend to make them do anything.
Okay.
But I will take care of it. Like, I will take care of it, and you should come to the studio and see, like, how I'm going to take care of it. I don't know. They would be like, this is all wrong. This is a trap. They won't fall for it. Because I'm thinking, like, I could try to get them to come to the studio to see it happen.
Right.
Like, if you want to see it happen in person, it's going to happen. I'm going to do it. We're going to have our show. So that way we can get Karen back into the studio.
Right. So you're going to tell them, you're going to see Karen back on TV, but don't worry. It's all part of my plan.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. And I'm going to diablerize.
Come to the studio.
And then you'll see. Watch the Conan O'Brien show. You'll see.
Jesus Christ.
Too many Simpsons references.
Yes.
But then what I can do instead is a big fuck you and use her show, not Leon's show, but use her show to reveal the Masquerade. And then they're going to be so freaked out that they won't have time to kill me or Karen.
Right.
So that's why it's not well thought out.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to think of like the best dramatic way to kind of deal with this situation, to get her back on the air, use that as a and saying, hey, we're effing vampires, deal with it. What do you think? And I feel like that would actually have more credibility than the cable access show of Leon's show.
That's true.
And then Leon, I would love to see his face but I'm trying to build his trust. Because I thought he would be my in, but since Karen, now I'm like, because I didn't know where Karen went when we started embarking on this story, I didn't know if I was going to see her again.
Right.
So since I am like back having some weird type of relationship with her, I don't really need Leon anymore, I don't think. But he trusts me.
Yeah.
And then when he sees this on television, he'll know I lied to him, and he's going to double down. He will never trust me again. So that will not be... That's eliminating one of my goals. I found Karen.
You did.
I'm building a relationship with Irina.
Yes, that's true.
And I'm developing vampire friendships with Christopher. Right?
Seems that way.
We're not friends?
He's into you.
I know, I like that. So, anyway, I'm checking off 2 of my goals, so I'm wondering if I leave that goal, throw that goal out the window with Leon. So I don't think that's as... Oh, okay. Or I can work with Leon and say, what if I told you... Why do I always say that? But what if I include him in... But he's like he runs like a whole vampire slayer like gang.
Hey Leon, I'm a vampire. You know, that's great. Let me just hold on. I need to get something out of my bag. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
Don't open them till I say so.
Hey, that's great. I'm gonna call you back.
Yeah. It sounds like some wooden dowels are in your bag there, Leon.
Oh fuck, Leon. Yeah. All right. So I guess what I'm trying to say is a possible way to keep doing what I'm doing with my ridiculous ass self is to take it to the extreme. But I don't want to die. I not like I love this lifestyle. It obviously sucks, but I guess I just would like to figure out a way to blow the roof off of everything. Like, because I'm still envisioning a way to... But like what you're saying with the world of darkness, it's like vampires exist because the world is so bleak and humans have essentially created it.
Yeah.
Because the world is so shit. So they exist.
Yeah.
And by exposing it and saying, this is how you really fucking... Like, you're all like us. But we express it differently. Mm-hmm. And we exist, and so all bets are off, then that's gonna like usher in some type of a new view of the world. You know, it's like a new paradigm. And so it's like, oh, we know they exist for sure. Like, we kind of pretend they don't, but they do. And now we all know that they do, and now what? You know, I don't know what they're going to do. But I'm a visionary, so I'm supposed to be having some type of a vision. Why did I pick visionary?
I'm not sure.
Can you remind me what visionary means again?
But let's go.
So is this just a total, like, I'm obviously needing more blood points to think this through, because...
You're almost topped up.
No, I need more.
Oh my god. Do you mean IRL or in the game? Oops.
What?
Like we let slip that you're a vampire. Anyway.
Well, it's very warm in this room right now.
It is a bit warm. It is summertime, so that kind of thing happens.
It's just warm. Can we get the air on instead?
Oh, sure. 1 second.
I wish we could open the doors, but
well,
you don't like to expose the steamy underbelly of this game room to the neighborhood.
Got to keep this room pure and clean without infection. All right, so I don't know where I'm going with that. All right, here we go. Visionary. Il Vision. Hold on, let me do that for you.
I got it.
Okay. Well, let me make sure you got the right one.
You turned the heater on.
Nope. See. Yep. Didn't get the right one there. You got the dehumidifier setting. There we go. All right. So, visionary is strong enough to look beyond the mundane and perceive the truly wondrous. Visionaries test accepted societal limits and seek what few others have the courage to imagine.
There we go.
The visionary rarely finds satisfaction in what society has to offer. She prefers to encourage society to offer what it could instead of what it does.
I'm so doing this.
You're right on, man. Typically, society responds poorly to visionaries, though it is they who are responsible for bringing about progress and change.
Baby! This is what we're doing.
Philosophers, inventors, and the most inspired artists often have visionary natures. Kindred visionaries may want to plunge all mortals into vampiric thrall. They may adapt to technologies that other more static kindred fear or overlook. Or they may have a better way to coexist with other vampires than all of this prince and regent nonsense. Regain a point of willpower each time you are able to convince others to have faith in your dreams and follow the course of action dictated by your vision. Note that gaining support is the key to a visionary regarding willpower. Success need not come to a visionary, at least not with every step in changing the structures in question.
I've had some failures.
Her greatest successes may indeed come after her final death.
I want Aaron to live. I love him.
As you clutch the character sheet to your chest.
I do. I feel for him.
Yeah.
I am totally a visionary. So guess what?
What?
Guess who's running the fucking show?
Guess what, bitches?
Yeah. I'm thinking about like Sweet Tea.
Yeah. Guess what, ass dicks?
Yeah. This is what's happening. Guess what? We fucking own your ass. We own all of your asses. So deal with it and move on. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to frame it, because before I was like, frame us as the victim, but they're like, no, you're feeding on us to live. So it's like, well, that's true. Okay, then we own your asses.
Right.
So guess what? This is what's happening. Mm-hmm. You're just going to have to accept it and deal with it, because you know what the consequences are. Mm-hmm. So you should be afraid. Mm-hmm. You should be incredibly afraid. So I think that's what it's going to be framed as.
Yeah.
So it's taking the power back.
Yeah.
Not only from humans, but from at least for the Anarch states, from the Camarilla and whatever Sabbat douchebags are trying to like influence shit happening here.
Right.
No. So we're the Anarch states. This is how we're conducting ourselves. Mm-hmm. This is us.
Yeah.
This is who we are. Deal with it. There's not that many of us. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Deal with the consequences. We obviously overpower them. Right? I mean, generally, So I have to figure out a good argument, but this is going to be my argument with Karen.
Okay.
It's like, we can take this back.
Right.
We're going to take it back.
Take back the night.
Take back the night. Literally. No, that's not what it's called. How dare you. And we're going to take it back.
Okay.
All right. So I'm feeling really excited by my vision. Mm-hmm. Because then it's like, well, then what? Right. I mean, there are some people who probably would be like, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. Like Salvador, like, sure, bring it on. But then other people are like, oh god, like Louis, like, I'm fucked. Yeah. But really, are you? Like, he's so powerful. I saw him survive. Like, he survived that insane assassination. Right. He can survive a lot, I'm sure. I know people die, vampires die. It happens. Yeah. It'll happen to me someday, probably. Which I'm thinking. Yeah. I hope not, but this is my life now. Yeah. So, so I want to figure out a way to just take it back and be like, no, fuck you. Mm-hmm. And they're all a bunch of vampires. Yeah. And they're after Karen. Yeah. And I feel like framing it in a way that it's like, it's unfair what happened. Yeah. That we can be sympathetic, but at the same time expose those and just saying there are monsters in this world, so it's a sad reality, and here we are. Okay. And some of us will hurt you and some of us won't. Right. The dose of reality. That's actually a campaign for opioids, but anyway. The dose of reality. You mean opioid recovery? No. You're not like trying to promote opioids? No, we're definitely not New Mexico. Yeah. All right, so I'm thinking my head is swimming with these exciting ideas for the future. You're ready to go in there and crush that presentation. Part of me wants to tell Salvador about it. Oh, wow, okay. Because then I know he'll want to stop me. Mm. But in some ways, I feel like what I could do is like, it's like kind of sitcom-y, but I can invite everybody to come to the studio. Oh, my God. And be like, it's going to happen. Yeah. You need to be there. Okay. And then they're all there, and they just see what we do, and just see what happens. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Okay. So I'm thinking about all of this as You awake in the morning, or in the evening, rather. No. Oh, no. You've been thinking about it. Oh, wait, I lose a blood point? In your sleep. You already marked that off, didn't you? No. Oh, okay. Yep, lose a blood point, regain willpower. Okay. Okay. I'm excited. Yep. So yeah, you emerge from your closet. As usual. As usual. The sun has gone down. And so you're on the upper floor of this mansion. Everyone else is downstairs. All right, so I'm gonna go downstairs. To which one? I'm gonna check on Joaquin and Christopher. Okay, they are not there. Oh. I'm gonna look for Karen. Okay. Also not there. You head over to the utility room, and you find Karen there with her entourage. All right. Yeah. And so she's trying on the fur that you brought down, actually. Oh. And Carl is, dutifully holding a mirror in front of her. So as you walk in, she says, I always thought vampires couldn't see their own reflections. Mm-hmm. Funny, isn't it? Yeah, I've heard that it's only certain people who can't. So, I mean, not all of them can turn into animals like you can. Really? Well, I guess I couldn't at first either. Yes. It took me a long time. I had to will myself. What made you want to turn yourself into a wolf? You're a wolf. Yes. Okay. Well, that's what vampires do, isn't it? No. I saw one turn into a bat. Well, sure. Wolves, bats. There have to be other types of animals, like elephants or fish, right? Maybe. It's a big, wide world out there. True. So, I've been giving some thought about you wanting to return to the small screen. Very good. Let's walk the veranda. Okay. So she takes your hand. I'm offering her my arm. Okay. She takes your arm. Mm-hmm. And you head up the stairs, walk out onto the sort of portal that, runs along the side of the house that gives you a
very nice view of the glittering city below you. There's clouds have moved in, so they're kind of underlit by the city lights.
It's an orangey kind of glow.
Yeah, orangey glow, and it's a definite smell of ozone in the air. It may start raining at some point.
Whoa, really?
Well,
That's true. It is November, yeah. In the 80s, so yes, right.
Right, exactly.
It's not recurrent times.
It's not turning into the Sahara Desert yet.
Not quite yet.
Not quite yet.
Okay, so it's dark out. Or it's dark. I mean, it's like we're not really lit or anything.
No, yeah, you're in the shadows.
But we can see each other.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. The moon is let's see, yeah, not even 3/4 yet. So.
Okay.
And of course you have very good dark vision, night vision.
Yeah, and she does too, I think, right? Yeah. Okay.
Do you have your sunglasses on?
No, because I can have my weird. Well, she's seen my eyes. Has she or no?
I don't know.
think she has.
You had your shades on at the store, right?
Yeah, when I kissed her, I guess I had my sunglasses on.
How 80s of you.
I know. So cute. Okay, so I'm gonna. I don't have my sunglasses. They're in my closet area. I don't have them on me.
Okay.
So she can see my eyes are still.
Well, you're in the dark, so probably not.
Night vision.
Well,
she
yeah,
can see
but
my eyes.
It's not like it's just like really good, like you eat a lot of carrots kind of level. Like,
okay.
Your eyes adjust to darkness really fast.
Yeah.
You can make out details.
Okay. But not like my eye color.
It's not like she has fucking green night vision goggles on.
I don't know. Maybe she's much more advanced with her night vision.
Oh, that's true. Actually, I mean, yeah.
I don't know. But my eyes are still feral.
You didn't look in a mirror, so
I don't know. So I just kind of forget about it. I'm just kind of tired of wearing them, honestly.
Sure.
So we're looking at this thing, and so
just kind of strolling along.
So what have you been thinking about, Karen?
Vis-a-vis my return to the small screen? I don't know. I mean, if I go back on my show, whoever's gunning for me, so to speak, would know where to find me.
I have to admit, I when I was trying to envision and create this idea, I was getting Major Jean-Ralphio thinking of this horrible idea, thinking it's the best idea ever. All right. But it's
technically I'm homeless. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yes, I get that. So that's your concern. What other concerns do you have? That's the main one?
And that's, balanced against, how long is the station going to indulge my absence?
Right, I hear you. Because I probably am out of a job at this point. But that really won't come to light for a couple more weeks, so I think people still think I'm on the air.
Yes. Well, of course, soap operas are a whole other matter. I was on one in the early 60s.
Really?
Yes, another incarnation.
How did you manage that?
Oh, well, I've always acted. I never gave up the craft.
I'm feeling pangs of envy. Well, I get it. But how did you manage that with your schedule?
Oh, we just shot on sound stages,
Well, I had a very difficult time. Didn't you have a hard time getting there in the morning? Because I can barely move.
They worked with my schedule. I told them that I had a medical condition that required me to sleep most of the day. So Carl just drove me in around sundown.
I'm just thinking about how I was attempting to do that and all the mistakes I've made. All right, well, okay.
God damn it.
I've made so many mistakes in my young life. including coming to your freaking show. All right.
Now I'm changing my mind again.
No, screw this. I am going to diablerize you on national television. So I am feeling these weird things like I should just do it. And she trusts me and I should just do it. But I know they're using me and I'm my own man, so I can't have them use me, and I can't be used like that. I refuse. Alright, Karen, so here's what I'm thinking. I just have to tell you about some of the things that I've learned and something that they're asking me. I think you need to know this because it might help you to see how important this is, or what we need absolutely to do. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at her. Can she see me?
Yeah, you can see her well enough. You're both kind of lit by the ambient light of the city and the moonlight.
Okay. So she's paying attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you've stopped walking. Mm-hmm. You're facing each other.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, I'm saying right now, Karen, they want me to kill you.
How's that?
With the what now?
What are you going to do? Drive a stake through my heart?
No, it's much worse than that. Apparently there are ways of killing vampires, and for another vampire to kill another vampire, I would have to drain you of your soul.
Oh my.
And so they've asked me to do this to you, but I just can't. I mean, I can't. I don't think it's right.
Oh, Aaron. And she, like, moves in and like, cleaves to you.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, Edie.
Edie's into it
Edie's
as well.
into it.
So basically what I'm saying is, if you want to bone her, you've got a shot at it right now.
What? I guess I'm feeling like I don't know what else to do. Like, they want me to kill her.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very protective of her. Mm-hmm. And also, we've mentioned the Jubblies in the past.
Yes. She's
So,
a well-endowed woman.
I am a vampire guy after all.
That's right.
So I think I'll go for it. But this isn't good. Like, I have something I want to tell her about, but I'm being overwhelmed by her.
Natch. Alright, so she cleaves to you, oh Aaron, etc. Mm-hmm. Cut to up in the master bedroom.
Oh!
You know.
Ooh!
Bodies artfully lit by moonlight. Top Gun style. Kenny Loggins playing in the background.
No, wait, no, rewind. I don't want that.
Yep. What's it?
Alright, so we consummate some type of thing? Is it... So, okay, so this is one of the questions...
I just assumed you'd want to move up to the bedroom.
Well, she'd probably be more comfortable.
Yes.
I could do it wherever. I don't know.
Sat behind the trash cans.
I'm from a farm.
You're a farm boy.
I'm a farm boy.
Right.
And I went to college, and we've done various things in
That's true.
various places. So,
yes.
But not like this. So this is weird. So this is going to be different.
Vampire sex is weird.
It is weird. So do I feel... Okay, so we're doing it.
Yes.
So do I feel like I want to feed? Does that feeling come up in me as opposed to feeling like I want to have an orgasm? Like,
it's totally up to you. A lot of vampires use sex as a means to feed. However, you don't have to. They're not completely linked.
Yeah, but I don't really... I mean, I'm okay blood pool wise. I'm not feeling incredibly hungry, but does the act of doing this...
No. It doesn't. That's what I'm saying. They're not inherently linked. However,
right. Okay.
However,
that is what you're saying, isn't it?
Yes, that is what I'm
Sorry.
saying. However, yes, that's right. That's exactly what I'm saying. However, you know, it's like it's like feeding is like having an amazing meal and having amazing sex at the same time. So if you're already having sex, feeding is just kind of taking it to the next level for the vampire.
Okay. So
also, you know how blood bonds work now.
I know.
So you know that if you do drink her blood, that'll be strike 2. But that might actually be something you want. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if I do want that. Mm-hmm. So that's why I feel like I have to like stop.
Right. I can't do this.
I'm thinking it's going to happen more than once, though. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm just wondering. Like, in terms of this appetite, like, do vampires have an appetite for sex? Like, in terms of...
They have an appetite for sex in the same sense that, like, some vampires will have their blood dolls shoot up heroin, and then they'll drink their blood with the heroin in it.
Shit.
Yeah. And it's like, whoa, you know, like you get the heroin high as well as the high from drinking the blood.
Oh my
God.
God.
It's like a cherry on top. You know, it's like you're supplementing this already really intense experience with other sensual experiences. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like vampires are still capable of feeling sensual experiences.
Right.
You know, drug highs, sex highs. You know,
adrenaline. Not really adrenaline.
Not adrenaline per se, but the rush.
Rushes.
Yeah, the rush of
doing something
dangerous or deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or the emotional addiction of adulation. You know,
which I'm tapping into a little bit.
Right.
Okay. So
you're dead inside, but you're not dead inside.
Okay, so we're getting it on, but like I'm thinking I have the wherewithal to pull myself out a little, but pulling my surfacing.
Yes.
To tell her that I don't know.
Well,
wait. So I know what I'm doing. I know that if I feed from her, I'm gonna get more connected.
Yeah.
She doesn't know that about me. Does she feel like she wants to
feed from you?
Feed from me.
So here's how we're gonna do it.
Okay.
You're gonna make a self-control roll.
Oh shit! No, I don't have very good self-control.
And it's gonna get even better. Difficulty is 10 minus your current willpower.
Well, my current willpower is 4, so 6.
All right.
But it's only 2. It's only 2.
2 dice.
It's only 2 dice. Wait.
She'll do the same.
Oh, she has way more willpower than me, I bet.
Yes, she does.
She's a survivor. I'm not.
Okay, she's good.
She doesn't feel like she wants to.
No.
I make 1.
Okay. So it's up to you.
I'm not going
ultimately.
Wait.
It's like failing a trait roll in Pendragon.
Yeah,
you can still do it.
It's up to me.
But it's up to you.
I wonder if she would think I was going to kill her. Well, no, she doesn't know how I would kill her. I didn't explain to her.
Yeah, you just said suck the soul out.
Uh-huh.
That could be like...
anything.
Yeah.
It could be whatever you want.
It could be like full-on medieval, like plant your lips on the asshole and suck, kind of.
What?
I'm pretty sure there was like...
what?
Some medieval vampire that sucked your soul out through your butthole. Pretty sure.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But then...
I could really see that. Yeah.
I could see them saying
or a demon. It was like some kind of...
Oh, god damn. Okay.
Or maybe I just dreamt that in a fever dream and took it as fact. Who knows?
Okay. So I get swept up in it. I don't know if this is going to help my plan or hinder it, but I have very little self-control.
True.
However, I did succeed, so I know what I'm doing, and I know I'm doing it. So as opposed to if I failed I'd be like, I have no idea.
And then going, what do I do?
As opposed to, I know this is going to do something. I don't know what, but I don't care.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for it.
Okay.
I'm going to see if she responds. She may not want me to.
No, it's just as pleasurable for her as it is for you.
Okay.
So she's
I'm
into
going
it.
for her neck.
She's into it. Super sexy.
Okay.
Super kinky.
Oh.
Little blood play going on.
All right.
And yeah, so go ahead and gain.
I get another hit.
You're
there.
actually going to get 2 blood points.
Ooh.
Because her blood is so potent. I'm telling you, you're 8th generation, right?
Yeah.
Going from 8th to 7th is like a quantum leap.
I know.
Your blood pool max actually goes up to 20.
I stop tempting me, okay?
I'm just letting you know.
Stop tempting me.
The reason I'm telling you this right now is because that's a mechanical expression of what you're feeling as you drink her blood.
Like,
her
oh
blood
my God.
is like
amazing.
better than any blood you've
any
ever drank.
human,
Human.
Yeah.
It's like fucking grocery store sushi, and she is like fucking downtown Tokyo sushi bar. You know, like
man.
the best you've ever had.
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
tuna just melting on your tongue, kind of.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Wait a minute. Anyway.
All right.
So, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That is a major
It's a major hit. Yeah, exactly.
Oh crap. Okay.
So, you know
Wait,
what?
so-
Actually, I'm going to ask for another self-control roll or spend a willpower point to stop.
I make it.
Okay. So, it's really difficult, but you're able to
Rip myself away.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
And so you both collapse heaving onto the
Okay,
bed.
yeah.
And it's just like, that was incredible.
Oh my God, what have I done? I made a huge mistake. So do I feel anything different?
Let's look at Blood Bond 2. Let's see what that means.
Blood Bond level 2. You see, there's nothing on here for...
Yeah,
is it a
you can't
flaw?
really mark it.
Is it a flaw?
Well, once you hit 3, I think, yeah.
It is a flaw?
I think you would actually...
But for now, it's...
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where I could put it under virtues, I guess.
Yeah, or just make a note.
Well, I need to see it in front of me. So I will say Blood Bond with Sire. Also, I gotta keep track of the coyote one, too.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3.
He's just hanging out on the property.
1, 2. He's overhearing all types of weird coyote noises.
Yeah, as the camera
Do I start making
pans up
coyote
to the
noises?
no, not quite.
Oh,
the camera
man.
pans away, it pans over to the coyote sitting on the balcony, just watching you impassively.
Oh God, no! I'm thinking of Christopher is watching him passively.
Oh God, God only knows. You haven't seen the likes of him.
I know. I think he's off hunting, obviously.
Yeah.
With coyote. This one, and with the coyote, is it 3? Like 3 times that I would have to make.
Yes.
Okay, so I've done it twice. Mm-hmm. I'm increasing my blood bonds.
Okay, so second drink.
Okay.
The drinker's feelings grow strong enough to influence her behavior.
Oh.
Though she is by no means enslaved to the vampire, he is definitely an important figure in her life. She may act as she pleases, but might have to make a willpower roll to take actions directly harmful to the vampire. The vampire's influence is such that he can persuade or command her with little effort. Social rolls against the thrall are at -1 difficulty.
So she would be able to, like, if I'm thinking I'm gonna go do, we have to go on national television and do this. I'm like, what would Karen think? Like, that's my instant thought.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Or anything really, like involving her.
Yeah, although that's, I mean, you know, the third level is when that really takes over, and they become like literally the most important person in the world to you, and everything goes through that filter. You know, they're your first thought before even yourself, really. So,
but like I would say, like concerning this thing that we need to do, if we do it,
if you
I'm
wanted,
thinking about her, but not if I'm like I got to get out of here. I'm not going to think of her.
Yeah,
I'll be worried about. Well, I'm already worried about her.
Yeah.
But it's more intense.
It's more intense. Yeah,
but it's not as intense as I'm just trying to figure out the best way to play it. That's all. Okay. All right. So all that happens.
Yep.
So I might say, how are you feeling?
A little hungry.
Yeah. Well, we could exchange you could probably feed for me, just like I did to you.
So she's kind of like, ooh, kinky.
No. I don't know.
Yeah. So she.
I need to balance this out.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
right.
be.
So she.
But she doesn't know. She doesn't know. But
No.
but I know. So I'm kind
It's a little duplicitous.
It is
part.
a little bit. Wait. Because my manipulation is 2. It's so little. You know, I'm not really.
Right.
So
right.
but I'm streetwise.
Yeah, that doesn't really apply in this case. Though.
All right, but I have to tell you that you'll probably feel. Well, I don't know if you already feel connected to me.
Well, after tonight, I certainly do.
Oh, see, she doesn't even. Wait, so after you turned me into a vampire, you didn't feel like connected to me at all?
Oh, I thought of you.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Well, I'm just saying you might feel more connected to me if you do this.
So she kind of shrugs and says, "Sounds like a larf." So she kind of hops up under her knees.
So crazy.
Hops up under her knees and grabs your arm, sinks her fangs into your forearm, and starts sucking.
Uh-oh.
So let's see how she does.
No!
Karen.
You can stop now. You can stop now.
You gotta go now.
Oh no. What's her
All right.
self-control?
3.
Oh no.
Yes. What'd I have you roll against?
6?
Difficulty 6.
Was it 6 or 5?
Oh, because it was 10 minus your willpower.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Jeez. 8, 9, and 10.
Okay, good.
Yeah. All right. So we lose 1 blood point.
Okay, good. Oh, good. Okay.
So she sups for a little bit, and then sits back. She's like, whew, that's a rush. Mm-hmm. Never had blood from another vampire before. We should do this more often.
No.
I can't see a possible downside.
No. It's actually really bad. Well, it depends. But if you do this one more time, then.
Well, no, she's only at 1.
Well, she turned me.
No, but that doesn't count.
Oh yeah, because I had human blood.
That's right.
Oh, so no, this is probably the only time we can do this.
Yeah.
Maybe one more time, I don't know.
Okay. Well, maybe New Year's Eve. We'll spice things up a little bit.
Wait, what? I'm like, oh god. I already have plans for New Year's Eve. This is horrible.
I'm already making plans.
This is too much for me. Too much of a commitment.
Don't try to change me, baby.
So I'm just like, yeah.
So, you said earlier there was something else you wanted to tell me.
Well, I told you that they want me to kill you.
Yes.
How are you feeling about that?
Well, I know you won't.
How do you know that?
Because you would have done it already.
Damn it, she makes a good point.
She's so smart.
I'm such a dum-dum. Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dang.
Shrug. Yeah, you're probably right. Well, yeah, the other thing I wanted to tell you about, what time is it?
Oh, it's like 11.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right.
It's raining by this point.
Okay.
It's good steady rain coming down.
All right.
Shooting out the gutters.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just, so let's go back outside. It's just nicer to be outside.
So there's a balcony off the master bedroom if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there's some random like chairs, like old decrepit like lawn furniture there.
Decrepit outdoor chairs. Yeah.
Wait, can we sit in them? Are they gonna break?
There's a moment where you're kind of like, but somehow the straps hold.
Okay, I don't even know what I'd be wearing at this point.
I just assumed you're both nude still.
Naked,
Yeah.
naked vampires just hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, am I all covered in blood? So I'm gonna go into the bathroom.
It's a fair amount of blood. It's very messy vampire sex.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go into the bathroom.
Yeah.
What do I look like? Wait, the electricity's still on in this.
It is. It's
so weird.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn the light on.
All right. So you're looking at yourself in the mirror, and your eyes are like totally back to normal.
Oh. Weird. But am I like just covered in blood?
You've got blood around your mouth and blood around your crotch. So.
Wait, that was a different from. Okay.
No.
Alright. I'm gonna go.
Jesus.
Actually, yeah, so there's no water. There's no running water in this house,
No.
I don't think. So I want to rinse off. So I'm gonna kind of like go back out. And, okay, so I'm gonna ask her, have you ever done that before?
Well, yes. I mean, I have my fan club, if you will.
But they're ghouls. She doesn't even know.
Yeah,
she doesn't know what they are. Like, but
ghouls.
you give them your blood, right?
Yes, I do.
So they're ghouls.
Okay, if that's what you want to call them.
So you have sex with your ghouls?
Yes.
All right. I'm just curious. I'm just wondering. So I'm gonna walk out to the balcony. I'm gonna like stick my head.
Yeah, you can just like walk to the edge of the balcony
and
where the rain's coming in.
Yeah. Just like rinse my face off, among other parts, and come back to the crappy, dirty ass lawn furniture.
So she's found a like a little silk kimono style robe.
How does she find this stuff? So is she watching me? Is she looking at me more?
Yeah, she's sitting, watching you.
All right. So I'm gonna sit down. Okay, so I'm just gonna say, so they want me to kill you. And I'm trying to figure out a way to take our power back. They're after us, and I don't think it's fair. No one's ever reached out to you that you've told me, and I believe you. And I think that's completely unfair, and I feel like there are people in power here that are taking advantage of the fact that I don't know anything about this world, and you don't know anything about this world, and they can do whatever they want. And I just don't agree. And if that puts our lives at risk, then so be it. But I feel like if we expose the Masquerade, we could take the power back somehow, because they would all be at danger, not just us. Let's put them in our position right now, so that they're cowering and that they're hiding in abandoned murder houses and they're afraid for their lives. Let's turn the tables on them. They can all feel like how we feel right now, which is hunted and afraid. So I could persuade them and say that I'm going to do what they've asked me to do to you on your show. You can get back on the air, and we can use that as a forum to expose them. It'll be exposing us, but you're a survivor, and I trust you.
So let's just see how well that goes down. But it was very well put.
Thank you.
I'll factor that into the difficulty.
Yes. Oh, I thought you were going to factor it into my experience points. Am I inhabiting this character?
Oh, yes. So roll your charisma.
Oh, hell yeah. Uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
That's right. Plus, I don't know. What do you think? Expression?
Expression. Yeah, we've done that before. Leadership. No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
much.
expression or... That's pretty much it.
Yeah, charisma plus expression.
Okay, charisma plus expression, which is
what you should have rolled at the rant. And
no, I did roll.
Oh, you did roll.
I rolled terribly,
really badly. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Oh, difficulty 5.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, because
yes,
she's into me.
She's into it.
Okay, 5. 1, 2, 3.
Don't count it like the owl.
4.
4 successes.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't have 11 successes like some people.
Excuse me.
I still can't believe that. He's so powerful. I'm so intrigued. Desiree is intrigued.
Yes.
Erin is kind of intrigued.
Sure. All right. So she's like leaning forward on the chair as you're talking, and she's like leaning in, looking more and more excited. And so by the time
This is so bad. We're the worst. We just wind each other up and like.
Yeah, you're really a toxic relationship. It's hilarious.
I don't think it's that toxic. I mean, we're both putting our lives at risk, but
yeah, so you know,
it's not that.
I think that's the definition of a toxic relationship, but still. Anyway,
we love each other. No, I don't love her. I'm bonded to her.
Natural born killer shit.
Oh, gross. No,
right,
it's not that bad.
No, I know.
We're not like actively like hunting together and like making people's lives miserable. It's just exposing this ridiculous conspiracy that is endangering us both. Mm-hmm. So why not turn it on then? Okay. So she's getting more and more excited.
Yeah.
Does she want to bone me again?
If you want to.
Sure.
Okay. So you consummate your decision. You consummate your decision with more nasty, messy vampiric sex. And
but no drinking or no blood drinking.
No. Well, even if you did, it wouldn't matter because it has to be on different nights.
Different nights.
Yeah,
which is never going to happen again.
Yeah. So anyway, I think we will fade out on that scene.
Oh.
Because we've got some plans afoot. So
what have I done?
What have you done? Indeed. So just for reference, going into the next session, you're going to want to do this. This is
happening like in the next 2 days.
Thursday. That we're on Thursday the 16th.
Friday.
Well, okay. So you want to get
Thursday night, or
it's Thursday night.
What nights does her show usually air?
Monday through Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. Or would it be weekly? It'd probably be weekly.
It would be weekly.
All right, so
I could see it airing on Friday night.
Her Halloween special was on Tuesday, but I think normally, Friday night. Yeah. Okay. So you can she can try and get in touch with the station manager and see if she can be back on as soon as the 17th tomorrow. Basically,
I'm sure she could be.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
I have to invite.
You have to get in touch with Louis.
And
then by extension,
and Salvador,
after Dawn,
Taste of LA.
You're going to invite Salvador. Okay, so you have to head out to Taste of LA while she goes down to the station and talks to the
I'm
station
inviting
manager.
everybody.
Okay, because it's still early enough at night.
Yeah.
In the night that she can probably rustle someone up down there at the station. They're probably.
But is she safe though?
Well, she's got her bodyguard.
Okay.
So I think she's going to be insistent on oh no, don't worry, And so you'll just have to trust. Okay, so let's see. So we got some XP to hand out, don't we?
All right.
So you get 1 point for showing up.
Okay.
Then I also want to give you 1 point for all the amazing stuff you've been doing during our downtime.
Oh.
Using
different things to
the
make
app.
art.
What's the app?
Prisma.
To do some amazing character portraits. So that's 2.
Okay.
As well as all the voluminous emails you've been writing me.
Okay, so that's...
two total.
Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, 2. Yeah, so 1 for doing and 1 for participating.
1 for being awesome. Okay, what did you learn?
What have I learned? I learned I can...
I learned vampire sex is very messy.
Basically.
Yeah.
I learned that I do have even though I've failed in some ways as a visionary, it doesn't always take, it's not just one vision that I'm committed to. I can be committed to multiple visions, and it's going to take a lot of different ways to develop that vision to make it come alive. So, But I think it's figuring out how to strategize and create the vision that I want. So I really was emphasizing more of my visionary stuff.
Yeah, I'd say so for sure.
Also, I learned that I could feed my retainer.
Yes, that's true. And that it is a retainer.
And that it is a retainer, and it is a ghoul coyote that's following me.
Yep.
I learned that Irene likes me.
But does she like you?
I think she does. I think she likes me. I've learned that never mention Christopher Houghton's sire to him ever again. And so that's a lot of what I learned.
200 years from now.
Yeah, it'll still be
Christopher's long dead.
Yeah, it'll still be I can't
mention
mention it ever.
It's taboo.
Yeah, no, don't ever say that.
Don't ever say it. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 3.
Okay.
So then, of course, point for role playing. That's 4.
Okay.
And didn't really have any overt heroism.
What?
Heroism. This has to be,
I went out of my way.
No.
Listen. I went out of my way to find Karen.
Yeah.
To take her to safety.
Sure.
And to make sure she was taken care of.
Yeah. No, that's all well and good. And that all falls under the role-playing rubric. Heroism is like, it needs to be a special thing. So
all right.
you can't just be handing it out every
that's fine.
every
No,
session.
I don't, that's fine.
Okay, so that's 4 total.
Right.
4 points total.
All right, so this, what?
What?
I have 11 experience.
You have
points.
11, so do you want to spend some?
I think I might, but I'm trying to think how.
Okay. You can increase a dot in one of your disciplines by paying 5 times your current rating. So what do you got? You got a dot in each one, right?
I have a dot in animalism, fortitude, and protean.
So you could actually dot up on 2 of those and get a 2 dot in each one.
Yeah.
Or, if you're feeling saucy, you can buy a 1 dot in a brand new discipline for 10 points. Which would be something.
And then I have 1 point that I can just add to, like, I have finance now. Which I wouldn't.
Or just save it.
Or save it.
But let me take you through your options with your disciplines here.
But you said there's so many disciplines.
Well, but you only have the 3. I mean, in terms of buying up a dot. So you have a dot in animalism, right? Mm-hmm. So that lets you, that's feral whispers. Mm-hmm. That lets you communicate with other creatures, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Now, 2 dots is called beckoning. And it means that you can mystically summon creatures. You know, that's basically what Petrodon was doing with his little rat call.
Would I be able to summon Karen as a wolf if she was in wolf form?
No, that's a different discipline. But yeah, so you beckon these animals to you. You roll charisma plus survival. Survival.
I only have 2.
Yeah. And the number of successes determines how many animals respond.
Okay.
And
that's one thing. Okay, so that's 2 points in animalism.
Yeah.
All right. What's 2 points in fortitude?
Okay, so 2 points. So fortitude basically just adds to your overall toughness. Mm-hmm. So
which I might need.
It helps you take a beating, basically. So fortitude is one of those disciplines that doesn't really have like a different thing.
Categories.
It just adds.
Okay.
So fortitude adds a dice to your what's called a soak roll. Your stamina. Mm-hmm. So what's your stamina right now?
Stamina's 3.
Okay, so when you take normal damage, bashing and lethal, i.e. someone shoots you, someone stabs you, someone punches you, you roll stamina to soak the wounds, but you would roll 3 plus your fortitude, so you roll 4 dice. If you had 2 dots in fortitude, you'd roll 5 dice.
Okay.
Once you get fortitude up to 6 or higher, it actually kicks in other abilities, but that's,
Fortitude, I only have 5 dots, though.
La 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 la. So what's the last one?
Last one's protean.
Protean, that's right. Are you getting enough protean in your diet? Heyo.
That's not.
Alright, so right now you have Eyes of the Beast, which allows you to see... Oh yeah, that's right, you actually do have pitch darkness vision. That's right. But then your eyes glow all creepy when you do it.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Like, Arena's dead.
No, hers actually were like a reflection of your eyes. They look like a beast eye. This is like your eyes actually glow in the dark.
Weird.
Yeah. Protean 2 is pretty cool actually. Feral claws, so you actually can transform your fingers into long claws, and it actually does aggravated damage, which is damage that vampires can't easily heal. It's like flames, sunlight.
Ooh, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I would strongly recommend that one.
I think I'm going to do that one.
What's your strength?
My strength is 3.
Okay, good. Yeah, so it does strength plus 1 die of aggravated damage.
Okay, I'm adding to protean.
Okay, so that's 5 points.
All right.
And then if you wanted to buy up one of your abilities, i.e. one of your skills, talents, or knowledges, that's current rating times 2.
Times 2.
If you wanted to buy up willpower, it's your current total rating of willpower. Mm-hmm. So what's that at?
5.
5. So it costs you 5 points to add a dot to willpower. if you wanted to buy up one of your virtues, like courage or whatever, that's your current rating times 2 as well.
All right. I only have 6 points.
Yeah, so like your self-control is 2, that would cost you 5 points to add.
Yeah.
Or 4 points, rather, to add a dot.
I don't want to do that.
Okay. You like living on the edge?
I do.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Am I being overtly manipulative at all? Am I playing it so that I'm not really that manipulative?
You're trying your best and not always succeeding, so I'd say so. I'd say you're doing well.
Like, I don't want to... My manipulation's only 2.
2.
And I don't want it to be like I'm like being honest.
Yeah, no, I think you are.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
you're trying to use your charisma more than your manipulation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Subterfuge. Not sure if I feel like I'm better. Like, the difference between subterfuge versus manipulation. Like, I have a feeling manipulation and subterfuge would be rolled together.
A lot of times. There are quite a few disciplines that you don't have that require some kind of subterfuge roll. Like willpower plus subterfuge, or manipulation plus subterfuge, in order to plant thoughts in people's heads and that kind of thing.
See, I don't want to do that.
But you're not that kind of... No. You're gangrel, so you're much more straightforward.
Exactly.
It's all about, mixing it up.
Scrapping.
So
that's why I'm like, I don't have anything in Brawl.
Oh, that might be an idea.
So I might want to...
You don't have anything? You don't even have a dot?
No.
No, I would spend 3 points and pick up a point in Brawl then.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then if times 2 would be 4?
If you wanted to get Brawl up to 2 points, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'd have to spend
that would cost
7.
You 5, actually.
5?
3 points to buy it, and then 2 times 1 for the dot, so that's 5 total.
Okay, so I have 1 point left.
Okay.
And I'm going to put... what's melee?
Melee is like using knives and stabbing weapons.
Alright, I'm gonna just leave this 1 point hanging out.
Cool.
I mean, the willpower was tempting, but I have a feeling I'm gonna need to slash some bitches.
Schnickty schnock.
Okay, so one other thing, just really quickly before we finish, is remind me demeanor, Eye of the Storm.
Oh, sure.
Like, the difference between my nature, demeanor, and concept. So the concept is just general, right?
Concept is like, I know what kind of character I want to play. I want to play a vampire accountant. And so you'd write down vampire accountant, Well, mine's
Babe in the Woods.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's something you came up with.
And then demeanor, nature is like is nature my outward thing, and demeanor is my interior?
Opposite. Nature is your, inherent self, which is visionary.
And then demeanor,
you'll always be a visionary. Your demeanor you can actually change.
Demeanor is like my outside.
It's how you present yourself to the world.
So so I understand visionary. So Eye of the Storm is how I am externally.
Yeah. So let's see about that. And if you want, I can send you a full list of everything if you think like you've changed sufficiently that you might have a different...
I don't know yet. I'm getting close to it.
Demeanor.
I think after this story, it may change.
Yeah.
But at the same time, no, because it's like I am calm.
But yeah, actually,
I know
this
exactly
still fits.
what I'm doing.
This still fits.
Yeah.
Despite your calm appearance, chaos and havoc seems to follow you. From burning cities to emotional upheaval, death and destruction circle you like albatrosses. For you, unlife is never-ending trial with uncertainty around every corner. Gang leaders, political figures, and other influential individuals exemplify the Eye of the Storm archetype.
Well, yeah, I'm building myself up to be a leader because I have a feeling that if I am successful in accomplishing
this, it's going to kind of catapult you.
I'm going to be be thrust into a leadership position of some type or seen as a leader.
Yeah.
And so that demeanor would maintain itself.
Yeah.
Because there have to be people who are like, yeah, like, fuck yes. And it's going to be a variety of people, It's going to be the people who are like, yeah, fuck all humans. I'm going to eat wherever I want. I don't give a fuck. And then the others who are like, no, I get it. Like, I get what you're trying to do. And, like, this is, like, the true essence of anarchness, is, like, we exist.
Yeah.
We are here. We're going to do whatever we want.
Yeah.
So, I think God, he just needs to survive. All right. For the love of God.
Well, on that note... No comment.
Well, thanks again.
Sure.
It was awesome, as usual.
We'll do it again very soon.
I know. It'll be good. And no more vampire sex questions. It will happen again, but...
Oh, you feel like you're fully educated now?
I feel like I have all of my vampire sex education I need to get the job done.
Okay.
And get it done.
Consistent and thorough.
And thorough, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Bye-bye.